Hey, welcome back to Summit Sunrise. You're watching your week-long edition, and I'm here with Karn Stiegelmeyer, and she is well, if you're just joining us in Summit County, maybe you haven't lived here before, this is your first season. She's been the county commissioner for the past 4 years, and you're up for election again.
I am.
So tell me a little bit about what's been going on.
Well, it's been challenging, interesting, and rewarding 4 years, almost 4 years. And I took office in January of '09.
Oh, wow.
So
okay.
that was right exactly when our economy locally came crashing down.
Right.
And so I was looking at 17.2% reductions in property values.
Oh my gosh.
Revenues for us, which was an unprecedented decline.
Yeah.
And you have to go back to 1893, the silver crash, to see anything like that.
Really?
So
wow.
we had to get very creative and look at every possible option to really just completely restructure Summit County government.
So what were some of the things that you did to kind of balance that budget?
Well, we looked at everything. Everything was on the table. And we ended up with much leaner, greener government that we have today, more efficient, through, first of all, painful reductions in staff.
Right.
And being more efficient with staff, more cooperation within departments and outside of departments with other entities like towns and nonprofits and special districts, so we're not being redundant in the services that we offer. We also have more technology, better use of technology.
And so what would be like a specific example of kind of being cooperative together when it comes to savings?
Well, cooperation, collaboration is actually what I am most excited about. It's been most rewarding for me. Working in partnership is a great way to save money, and it's also great work for the people of Summit County. It's good government. So one exciting example that we're doing right now is we're joining forces with the town of Breckenridge and working on the Harris Street building to restore it to its historic value that has been covered up. And so it will be an exciting community center, and also our library will be there. So we were looking at putting our library separately on another piece of land.
Right, right.
So this is a big win for taxpayers, for all of our community. It will be a great project. Another gigantic project, collaborative project, is the Colorado River Cooperative Agreement. And that is finally, after decades, giving us an end to conflict with Denver Water and a certainty for water.
Really?
For our water future.
Okay. And so what exactly would you, I guess, for more specifics, what do we get out of that agreement, really?
That's a great question. It is a huge document benefiting entities from the headwaters all the way down to the Utah line, the whole Colorado Basin. So for us in the headwaters, in Summit County specifically, we have certainty about our lake levels and river flows that we didn't have before. We have actual water in Lake Dillon that we can use locally.
Nice.
That's exciting. And the big one is we have an agreement that there will be no more diversions of Blue River water to Denver, unless it's something that we actually agree upon as well.
Really?
So there'll be mutual benefits, potentially, but otherwise there will be no more diversions from the Blue River.
Wow.
We also know where the Denver service area is, which was not defined before. We also have increased the requirements for them to actually do more conservation of Blue River water, more reuse of Blue River water.
Well, so, okay, is there any way, do you feel like that we can actually kind of improve our rivers without actually, getting them back to like the same flow that they were at, how do you?
Yeah, we'll never get our native flows back that we had before the diversions to Denver, but this agreement also includes millions of dollars for environmental enhancements for our watersheds. So we're looking at the Upper Swan and the Upper Blue, where we have had our rivers covered up with dredge rock for 100 years due to the hydraulic mining way back when. Mm-hmm. So that's what's first on our list, to to restore those rivers by removing dredge rock, having the river flow on the surface, and that gives us opportunities for improving fish habitat as well, including our native cutthroat that we can replace in some of those segments.
Oh my gosh, well, Karn, there's so many things that I would love to ask you, but unfortunately we need to kind of wrap this up. And so hopefully we'll get a chance to speak with you a little bit more before the elections happen. But thank you so much for coming on and telling us, explaining a little bit about our government that maybe you guys weren't aware of. And we're going to take another quick break here on Summit Sunrise. We'll be back.